All right, let's jump right into this. Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking a seriously fascinating journey through the evolution of a true racing legend. We're going to look at how a super simple idea, literally just the desire to make a faster toy car, evolved into this massive, multi-billion-dollar global phenomenon. It's an absolutely brilliant story about engineering, killer design, and pure imagination. Now, what if I told you that one of the world's most famous toy brands wasn't just created to be, a fun distraction? No, it was actually engineered with one single ruthless purpose: to completely defeat every other toy car on the market. That competitive spark? Well, that's exactly where our story begins.
Section 1. The Beginning.
To really wrap our heads around this revolution, we've got to travel back to the toy aisles of the 1960s. Mattel saw a pretty major problem. The standard diecast models back then, sure, they looked realistic, but their performance was just incredibly slow. Honestly, they were kind of a snooze to actually play with. Mattel's vision was entirely different. They wanted exciting, radical designs built explicitly to roll incredibly fast. They didn't just want a tiny model. They wanted a high-performance machine in miniature. So how exactly do you solve a speed problem like that? Well, in an absolutely brilliant move, Mattel didn't just hire toy makers. They poached real automotive talent. Step 1. Bring in actual auto designers, guys like former General Motors designer Harry Bentley Bradley. Step 2 was assembling a team of top engineers to work right alongside them. And Step 3? A crystal-clear mandate to build miniature, lightning-fast cars. They literally approached a child's toy like they were building a real high-performance sports car.
Moving on to Section 2, Birth of a Legend.
All of this top-tier talent was working towards one singular moment on the world stage. Throughout the mid-60s, it was all about concept and engineering. But the historic date you really need to keep in mind is May 18th, 1968. That's the official launch, the day everything changed and completely set the stage for the explosive global growth we saw in the decades that followed. And on that launch day in '68, the magic number was 16. Mattel introduced what quickly became famous as the Sweet 16. This was a beautifully designed, meticulously crafted collection of exactly 16 cars that basically served as the foundation for an entire empire. I mean, when kids saw these, it was pretty much game over for the competition. But what was the actual mechanical secret behind the Sweet 16? How did they do it? It all came down to low-friction axles. This specific engineering innovation was exactly what allowed these cars to roll much faster than anything else on the market. It wasn't just some flashy marketing gimmick, It was real physics. And because of those low-friction axles, kids instantly fell in love. The speed was undeniably real.
Which brings us to Section 3, Growing Popularity.
Okay, so Mattel quickly realized that having the fastest cars meant you obviously needed a place to race them. As the success exploded, they introduced those unmistakable bright orange tracks, gravity-defying loops, massive jumps, and elaborate stunt sets. You weren't just buying a toy anymore. You were being handed the literal tools to build your very own high-speed racing world right there in your living room. As this whole ecosystem grew, new car models were dropping every single year, taking two very distinct paths. On one hand, Mattel partnered with iconic real-world automotive brands. So we're talking stunning scale models of cars from Mercedes-Benz, Ferrari, Porsche, Lamborghini, and Chevrolet. But then, on the flip side, you had the fantasy creations. These were wild, totally imaginative designs that could never actually exist in real life, pushing the boundaries of what a car could even look like. And honestly, both paths proved massively successful. Now, as the brand aged, collectors started to realize that some of those early models are becoming incredibly rare. Just take a look at that staggering number. Today, depending on their condition and rarity, certain original 1968 models can sell for thousands, and in some crazy cases, even hundreds of thousands of pounds. What started out as a simple kid's toy has turned into a high-stakes, highly valued collector's asset.
Section 4, Innovation.
Look, to survive in the toy industry, you absolutely cannot stand still. And this brand, they never stopped evolving. The sheer scope of their expansion is mind-blowing. Over the decades, they moved way beyond basic die-cast toys. They brought us monster trucks, highly sought-after themed collections, and licensed movie cars. They jumped headfirst into RC vehicles and digital video games. They've even built actual, life-sized cars based on their most famous models. The innovation literally scaled all the way up from the living room floor to full-sized arenas.
All of this constant innovation leads us to a scale today that's almost hard to wrap your head around. with billions, yes, billions, produced over the decades. Their designers are still out there creating hundreds of new castings every single year, while also recreating the legendary classics fans adore. They have well and truly cemented their status as one of the best-selling toys in human history. It's wild.
Section 5. Legacy. We've talked a lot about the engineering and those staggering numbers, but the absolutely crucial point here is the permanent emotional legacy. Because for millions of people globally, Hot Wheels isn't just a toy, it's a deeply nostalgic childhood memory. For some, it's a high-stakes collector's passion, and for many, it's a genuine connection to real automotive history. Whether you're holding a classic Mercedes-Benz W124, a roaring muscle car, or some futuristic concept vehicle in the palm of your hand, it just holds a really special place in people's hearts.
Our source material actually sums up the heart of the matter beautifully with this quote: "Every Hot Wheels tells a story." I think that perfectly wraps up our entire narrative arc today. You know, every little scratch on the paint, every trip around a loop, every trade you made with a friend back in the day, it all carries a unique story. So I want to leave you with this one question. Which Hot Wheels car is your absolute all-time favorite? Think back to your childhood, or maybe even look at your current collection. Let us know in the comments below. And hey, if you found this explainer helpful and enjoyed taking this journey through automotive history with us, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow HotWheelsUB for more amazing cars, rare collections, and incredible automotive stories.